Hey everybody, just want to give you guys a quick update to let you know what's going on with the channel in the next couple of weeks because we're going to be on a weird schedule, as well as to let you know what I'm planning for the coming year, and to provide you with the viewer survey, which also does tie into what I'm planning for next year. So let's go ahead and talk about the viewer survey. For those of you who don't know what that is, last year I started up a survey with the Google Forms thing and everything, and it went pretty well. I just asked people for anonymous responses to give me just honest opinions on the way the channel was going, things like that. And several of you who've responded to that one probably saw some changes from your comments on my channel over the past year. So you do know that I read them. The survey is basically an opportunity for me to get an idea of what you guys want to see, as well as what you like about the channel, what you don't like about the channel, things like that. And I have expanded the survey a bit to ask about a couple of things that are fairly recent developments, so I felt I needed to add them. And one of those might be in relation to something I've got planned for the coming year. In fact, a couple of things are there for that. But first, let's go ahead and get the video schedule out of the way. The link for the form, the viewer survey, is in the video description box, so just feel free to check that out at your leisure. I also post links on Twitter and Steam group and everything. But the schedule for the next couple of weeks is going to be pretty weird. I'm only going to have one review next week and the week after. So it's going to be one review next week and then one review the week after. They're both holiday reviews. The latter, of course, being New Year's. And so I'm just not going to have a huge amount of time to actually work on reviews over the holidays, so it's just a fact. And so I've decided to put my effort into the two holiday reviews, and that's kind of it. So stay tuned for those. The other thing is what I'm planning for the channel in the coming year. First things first, those of you who've been following me on Twitter have probably seen me talk about capture devices. I do plan on getting one as soon as I can, which I don't know when that's going to be. As is the case with pretty much every major purchase I have for the channel. I don't know when I can make them. That said, it is something I plan on doing in the next year. The other big thing I plan on doing is upgrading my PC, as in building an entirely new rig. I've already got a couple of the parts for it, but I do need to get the rest of them, and again, I don't know how long that's going to take. PC parts in particular are pretty expensive. The capture devices are less so, but I'm going to need to get a device that will actually accept HDMI input, because I don't have one of those right now, believe it or not. I have to prioritize all my spending, and getting a new display device, whether it be a monitor or a TV or whatever, has been at the extreme low end of the spectrum. I just don't have the cash for it. And I'd much rather be able to upgrade my PC and actually get the tangible benefit of the much improved performance, as well as being able to actually get 64-bit games, because I can't run them on my current machine. Things like that. That's much more of a priority to me than getting a device that will accept HDMI input. It will happen eventually, I just don't know when. That's the key with all that. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen next year. So, eventually, whether it be sooner rather than later, I don't know. And that's actually something I ask in the survey. Because people have expressed their interest to send me monetary donations a couple of times over the years, and I've just never had anything set up for that. Whether it be a PayPal or a tip jar on YouTube. YouTube's actually getting a tip jar, in case you didn't know that. But whether it be that or an Indiegogo campaign or a Patreon, whatever it may well be, I've never had anything for that set up. And so it just hasn't been a possibility. People have sent me games, and I do appreciate that, but it's an idea. Let's put it that way. It's something I ask in the survey. Feel free to give your responses there. I'm just gauging interest right now, and if there is a significant interest, then I'll see about doing it. But ultimately, that's up to you guys, so send me your responses for that, and I'll make a decision based off those. I think that about covers it for this particular update. I do have some things coming for next year as well that I don't really want to talk about because I kind of want it to be a surprise. So just keep in mind that I do have some ideas planned for the coming year, just to see about experimenting with a few different things and try different types of videos than what I normally do. Obviously, I'll keep doing reviews and everything, don't get me wrong, but throwing in some additional kinds of videos here and there. In addition to what I already do, of course, because I'm certainly not going to stop doing what I'm doing just to try some different things. I think that about covers it for this particular update. Send in your responses if you have the time and want to fill out the survey. It will be greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys in later videos.